What is going on, everyone? Just checking my mic before, while this video started to make sure that my light is still green. Because let's be honest, there's been times where I would record a video and my mic would die. But today I'm going to be reviewing the 1998 Disney film "I'll Be Home for Christmas." That stars Jonathan Taylor Thomas, who at the time was starting to do a lot of films. I think he had a couple. A couple years before this movie came out. And in 1998, I believe, was also the time Home Improvement was ending its run. So he was pursuing other projects before, kind of quitting acting and pursuing other things. So the plot for this is pretty simple. It has the same plot or the plot is kind of similar to other films like Rat Race with just some changes. Basically, he is a college student. He plays Jake, and basically Jake ends up being dropped off in the desert in a Santa outfit. He has no money and he has to make it home by Christmas. So throughout this whole journey trying to make it back, he goes through all these different situations just trying to make it home. And the situations he's in are pretty entertaining. Jessica Biel's in this. She plays Jonathan Taylor Thomas's character's girlfriend. And now, I believe at the time, 1998. So I think at this time she was still working on Seventh Heaven. I believe around the mid to like late, mid to late run of Seventh Heaven, she left to pursue other projects. Her and a few other actors on that show. So yeah, so at that time she was doing the series, but yeah, she plays the girlfriend, and then there's also gotta look down on IMDb for his name so I don't forget. Gary Cole. Gary Cole is a well-known name. He's been in a lot of stuff. I think he took over NCIS after Mark Hamill left, and he's the father. I got a call. I gotta, uh, you know, exit that while I'm trying to make a video. Um, so yeah, he plays the father in Talladega Nights, and he plays the father in the two Brady Bunch movies that came out in the '90s. So he's really well known. He's done a slew of other projects, but those are the ones I remember him the most. But this movie, it has a simple plot, and it's pretty fun and entertaining. And one thing I love about the '90s, about the late '90s, especially when you revisit films like this or like American Pie, is just it's a nice little like trip. It's like you're traveling back in time. The clothing, the music, the atmosphere, the cars during that time, just everything about it I love. And this movie, it's entertaining, it's funny. I think the chemistry between everybody's great. The only complaint I have, excuse me, is Jonathan Taylor Thomas's acting. I don't think is all that great in this movie. I feel like some of it is just really bland. Sometimes it doesn't feel believable. So I don't know if that was something he just wasn't happy at some point during the filming. But that's kind of the impression I got watching this movie. But it's like I said, it's got a simple plot. There's not a whole lot that goes on, and it's kind of similar to films like Rat Race with some changes. He's got to make it to a destination and goes through all these different situations just to get to his destination. The chemistry between him and Jessica Biel is decent. Maybe not very believable. Jessica Biel's acting's okay. I mean, you got to think too. They had just got well, Jonathan Taylor Thomas is ending, the run of Home Improvement, and she's doing Seventh Heaven. So it seems like the acting compared to that to what they were doing is a little different. I don't know if that some of the actors weren't just happy, because you can tell like the acting, it's like almost like they don't care. But those are just my only minor complaints. Now, is it up par to other Disney Christmas themed movies? Not necessarily. But the late '90s was great for a lot of Disney movies, especially Pixar. And it definitely falls under category to some of the better late '90s Disney films, at least in my opinion. Um, Other than the acting, I think everything else is great and it's entertaining, and I think you guys should check it out. I wish I could say more about this movie, but it's kind of one of those movies that kind of explains itself in some way, you know. And you kind of get the idea when you're looking at the pictures or the trailer. I mean, the trailer tells you what's going on, but nonetheless, I wish I could say more. And I do apologize if this review and my thoughts on the film are a little limited, but I wish I could say more. But if you've seen it, let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section below. Give it a like if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content. And thank you guys for tuning into this review for I'll Be Home for Christmas. Keep an eye out because I will have more Christmas themed movie reviews coming, especially with Disney, and maybe even some Christmas themed episodes from some of my favorite TV shows. So, with that being said, I'm Film Talk with Mikey. Till next time, guys, we'll talk films. You guys take care, and I'll see you soon. Peace.